Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, if you're trying to decide whether you should get the Navy Federal American Express credit card versus the American Express Cash Rewards card, well, I'm going to tell you the difference and why one is probably more important than the other. Now, in understanding that, one of the things that I would tell you starting out with Navy Federal is please do not buy an access number from Navy Federal. All right, and here's the reason why. One, they catch up with you, they're going to shut down your account. Number two, they can press fraud charges against you. All right, so you don't want that to happen, but I'm going to tell you two ways that you can possibly join. All right, say that you have a family member, a grandparent or a dad or something like that that's deceased, but they was in the military. Then what you would have to do is reach out to get, I think it's their, is it a DD-12 or DD-2 or something like that type of form. All right, something to show proof that they was military. Now here's the interesting thing about it. When you apply for Navy Federal and you tell them that you had a grandfather or a father or a mother or something that's military but they're deceased, sometimes it may take them a while to catch up and check to see actually if that's true. Okay, so you have to be prepared on that form. Anybody in the military, please update me on what form that is that people need to have. That being said, another way, say that you have a roommate that's a member of Navy Federal. Okay, and they share the same address with you. That's also an option where you possibly can join as well because you're sharing the same address. Okay, other than that, you know, if you already have a relative that's a member and stuff like that, then that's a way to join. All right, that being said, now there's two ways to get the Navy Federal American Express card. All right, one is that when you first join American Express, you can apply for it. Now, when you apply for the card, they're going to pull your TransUnion, okay? They'll do your TransUnion FICO 9. If you are trying to get this here card and you just joining Navy Federal, all right, what I would tell you to do is try to boost up your internal score immediately. That means that if you're able to do direct deposit, do a direct deposit. Open up a checking account. Make sure it's the flagship checking account. And this is for your internal scoring. Your internal scoring going from 100 up to 450. All right. Now, if you have bad credit, like I said, direct deposit. Make sure that you open a checking account, savings account, flagship checking account at that. Make sure that you do the N rewards secured card as well as the pledge loan. Now, I mentioned this in another video. Only need 2 pledge loans because a lot of people getting 3, 4, 5 pledge loans. That's not necessary. You don't have to do that. All right, maximum is 2. Now, also, if you have a business, you can open up a business checking account, all right? Because, again, I have clients that had 555 credit scores. And they went to Navy Federal and they opened up those accounts and Navy Federal gave them an unsecured credit card, okay? Right off the bat, all right? So that's one of the bigger difference with Navy Federal. Now, in reference to the second way to get the Navy Federal American Express card, okay, what you would have to do, say that you graduated, you had an N rewards card, you made your payments on time for 6 months, it went over to the $2,000 N rewards card. Well, you can do a product exchange without a hard inquiry. You can do a product exchange without a hard inquiry, okay? So you can do it that way, or if you think your credit score is strong enough, then you can do a pre-qualify to see if you actually qualify for the card, all right? So technically, that's the third way. Think about it with a Navy Federal American Express card versus the American Express Blue Cash card. Again, there's no annual fees, all right? Now, usually after 90 days, 91 days, you can ask for a credit limit increase. And I would tell you to do the credit limit increase through the app so that you won't get the hard inquiry on your credit file. The rewards benefit of it, like on like restaurants, groceries and stuff, they give you 3 times the points for that. All right. Here's the interesting thing about it. The interest rate on this American Express Navy Federal card is that their interest rate goes to from 13.4 up to 18%. But an understanding about the Navy Federal American Express card, let's switch over to the American Express Blue Cash card. Okay, so you understand. Now with American Express, you don't have to be a member for them. Now they have a new program where you can see if you pre-qualify for a card. All right, so you can go there, put in your name, your address, last 4 of your socials, and you can do a pre-qual. If they pre-qualify you for the American Express Blue Cash, they will do a hard pull when they do their final analysis, okay? If you're not a current member of American Express. Now, one of the things that I do like about American Express is that once you have a credit card with them, usually they won't do any more hard pulls on your credit, okay? So that's the great thing about it. Now, the average credit score to qualify for the American Express Blue Cash Rewards card, you have to have good credit. So you're looking at starting at about a 660, 670 credit score. Okay? Now, here's another thing. If you have ever filed bankruptcy and you listed American Express in that bankruptcy, sometimes it may take up to 10 years for them to forgive you. Okay, because there have been clients that have been out of their bankruptcy for 7, 8 years and they still decline them. All right. Now, here's the interesting thing. American Express will decline you, but Navy Federal, after bankruptcy, will give you the Navy Federal American Express. Isn't that interesting? Because it's a co-branded card with the Navy Federal American Express, okay? So it's a co-branded card. So Navy Federal has the last say-so in terms of who can get the card, all right? It's just a co-branded card. Now, that being said, back to the American Express Blue Cash. Here's why you may want to take this into true consideration if you're trying to determine which card you should get. With the American Express Blue Cash Rewards card, all right, they give you 15 months. 15 months. This is free money for no interest on purchases and balance transfers. That's 15 months on no interest and balance transfers for the American Express Blue Cash card. The Navy Federal American Express doesn't offer that. So say that you needed to liquidate the card, say that you're trying to start up your business, say that you have a mobile food truck or you have a janitorial type of business, or you may be trying to get into real estate and you need the money to do a quick rehab. All right, it makes it much easier for you to liquidate that card. Now, talking about liquidation, Navy Federal, they used to allow you, say they give you a $25,000 credit card, they used to allow you to take a cash advance up to 50% on that card. Now, here's another way that you possibly can get around that cash advance. If you sign up with plastic, okay, and you have a vendor that you need to pay that has a company, you can use your American Express card to pay that vendor, okay, and then, hint, hint, I hope you all are enjoying the video. Hey, if you getting value out of it, put some fire emojis. Would you put up, personal credit cards 2023? I appreciate it. Because, again, I'm trying to get the algorithm up to help more people. So I appreciate if you help me. Back to American Express Blue Cash. Like I said, 15 months on purchases, no interest on purchases and balance transfer. Another thing about it, with the American Express, they offer the cash back. So that cash back is between 1 to 3% cash back. Now, their interest rates Now their interest rate, now this is where you have to question. The interest rates for the American Express Blue Cash starts at 18.24. Now that's 15 months, zero interest on purchases and balance transfer. So that's after, okay? So the interest rate goes from 18.24 up to 29.24%, okay? And the maximum on the interest of the Navy Federal American Express goes up to 18%. So American Express beats them out on interest, but on the front end of that, American Express is giving you no interest for 15 months. Okay, like I said, that's free money to actually help have an opportunity to help build your business. Okay, now here's another thing I would tell you. Like I said, once you have the American Express Blue Cash card, which is probably one of your easier cards. Another easier card that you may want to consider is the American Express Delta Gold MasterCard. All right. Now, I hope this video, I hope you found value in this video. All right. And if you have any questions about removing negative items off of your credit, and yeah, remember, we do have the personal credit ebook that's going to be coming out, okay? And that ebook will come with a 1-hour one-on-one consultation as that, so I can show you actually how to use the ebook to your advantage. All right, now that's for credit repair. So if you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.